And hello everybody, welcome back to the channel, guys. Another watch along for you here. We've got Celtic versus Hearts in the Scottish Premiership. A big day for Celtic, in fact, as they can not officially win the league title, but technically win the league title. They'd need one more point, I think, next week at Tannadice, during the week at Tannadice, but it is pretty much over for Celtic if they get the win here against Hearts of Midlothian. Hearts, nothing really to play for themselves. They've sort of secured third this year. They're not going to get caught. They can't go any higher than third, but look, they'll be looking to try and get into preparations for the big cup final in May 25th, is it? An opportunity there to lift some silverware also. But look, it's going to be a good game. I feel Celtic and Hearts is always as a decent clash, especially over this season. It's been quite an interesting game. Obviously, Hearts at the start of the season beat Celtic, and I think that all the other games have been fairly close, other than the cup games there. So Celtic versus Hearts is the next game today, guys. Get your score predictions down there in the live chat. Hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. As I say, Celtic versus Hearts in the Scottish Premiership. Come on, guys, hit the like button. Only 3 likes. Come on, guys, get them up. Up. 2 seconds. Cool, right, so let's go through the team lineups as things stand. Celtic versus Hearts, here we go. So Celtic start with Joe Hart in goal, Ralston, Carter-Vickers, Starfelt and Taylor at the back. In the midfield is O'Reilly, McGregor and Turnbull. Up top is Jota, Kyogo Furuhashi and Dazen Maeda. As for the Hearts side, it's Gordon in goal, Kingsley, Shibik, Moore, Atkinson, Cochrane, Haring in the midfield, Barry Mackay, Boyce, Ginelli and Sims there also. So a strong lineup there from Hearts, and then a very, very strong lineup from Celtic as well, as they look to try and wrap up the title. Also, some big games down in the English Championship, if you're a Championship fan as well. I've put the two, I think Luton Town and Sheffield United are, because it's the last day of the Championship for anyone that cares. But basically, I think those two are the teams that are sort of battling it out for the playoff spots. So I think if Luton win, they go in. If Luton lose and Sheffield win, then I think they go in. So, it's going to be an interesting time, but we'll be keeping an eye on those games there at the bottom as well. Good to see you, mate. Hope you're well. Jamie Green says, we're in the Europa League final. Yeah, great achievement from Rangers the other week there. Celtic also a chance to go into the Champions League group stages this week. Well, obviously, if they win this game, straight into the Champions League group stages. If Rangers win the Europa League, then two teams in the group stage, which would be big for Scottish football. I really do. I think it'd be massive for the Scottish game next season. I think Hearts as well, for the Hearts fans here on the live stream, that Hearts could be going into a European group stage of some sort. So yeah, Scottish football's on the up, and it's looking really, really good. What we got in here? Kyogo says Connor Wilson. Brian Wilson, this title comes back where it belongs, says Brian Morrison. He thinks Celtic will wrap it up today. I mean, if Celtic weren't to wrap it up today, say if the worst was supposed to happen today, I think they'll do it next week anyway. I see Celtic winning this game fairly comfortable. I want to go with 3-0. We're probably going to put on a show. But as I said, guys, if Celtic don't win this game or draw today, then they'll win the next game. Celtic are going to lose the title from here. Bobby Sutherland says, fantastic achievement, Rangers getting to the Europa final. Anyone saying otherwise is delusional. Credit where it is due. Congrats to Rangers, Dan says Melchicks. Mate, it was a very, very good achievement for Rangers on Thursday night. It really was. But yeah, I mean, this could be a first summer in football, in maybe Scottish football history, or certainly Glasgow history, that two sides could be fairly happy going into the summer. Celtic winning the league, and if Rangers were to win the Europa League, both sets of fans would be fairly happy with their season. Rangers have the potential to win two trophies. Celtic have already won one trophy, pretty much going to go on and win the next one. 2 trophies each. They could be pretty happy. Both going into the Champions League. It could be a different, it could be a real decent situation. Rangers Football Club is the way of life. We're the people of Seville. Here he comes as B. And Connor Wilson says Celtic is going to win because Rangers have a lot of goals to win this season. Mate, it's over. Celtic have won the league. It's over. As I was saying earlier on, if Celtic were to lose this game for whatever reason, and for the record, I don't think they will. It's done. It's done and dusted. League's finished. Celtic have won the league. They'll win it today. They'll beat Hearts 3-0. And then obviously it'll just be a point in the next game to sort of wrap it up for mathematically sort of thing. Celtic fan, but credit where it's due. Rangers Europa League finalists. Frankfurt ain't a hard game. Can't see nothing but Rangers winning Europa. I mean, look, the way people say it there, I mean, look, it's great, but it's not over until it's over, the final, you know. Teams are there for a reason. If you get to a final, you're there for a reason. So Frankfurt have obviously deserved to be there. They've come through some hard knockout rounds. You know, Barcelona were the favourites at one point. They went just to go to the Camp Nou, beat them there. And then they beat West Ham as well. So they're no mugs, Frankfurt. I know they're 11th in the league, but the league table representation doesn't necessarily matter for Europe. As you can see, Celtic are going to win the league. Rangers are second. Rangers haven't had a good league campaign over 2022. Guys, can you hear that washing machine in the background, or do I need to mute that? Just tell me if you can hear the washing machine going on in the background, because I'll obviously have to sort that out. But yeah, I mean, yeah, it doesn't necessarily mean, like, you know, Celtic won the league. It doesn't necessarily mean, Europe is slightly different. So Frankfurt being 11th is irrelevant, I think. I think on a final, anything can happen. It's really 50-50. I've seen so many finals over the years. You've seen the likes of what last year everyone was like, when Man United got Villarreal, they would have been like, oh, Man United's name's on the trophy. But Villarreal went on to win the trophy. So I wouldn't give it right now, but look, it's a great opportunity, a really, really, really good opportunity to win a European trophy. It really is. And I mean, if Rangers weren't to win it, then they'd probably kick themselves in history. You look at Celtic when they went to Seville, they played against a really good FC Porto team who ended up going won the Champions League. Rangers played a Zenit in 2008, and these guys were all on the up. They ended up beating Man United in the Super Cup final. So let's not pretend it's an easier final. It's a good opportunity, but look, finals are finals and anything can happen. So it's all about, you know, taking it seriously and preparing well for it. But we'll see what happens. But yes, guys, the league campaign. How many league games are left? Is it 3 league games left? Yeah, it must be 3 games to go. I mean, the league's not been as tight as we probably would have thought it was going to be. Celtic, you know, I feel like they've been the better side since this year, really. Since the turn of the year, they've been fantastic. And thoroughly deserve the league division. Yeah, they've had a very, very, very good campaign under Ange Postecoglou. Recruitment's been fantastic. It's been a good campaign from Celtic. But this is the thing. This is the thing in Scotland. We're always saying, oh, you know, Celtic win the league or Rangers win the league. It's usually, you know, last year Celtic were crap, or years gone by Rangers were bad, or whatever, right? But this year there's 2 good Scottish teams. There's 2 really good teams. It's not someone losing the title over someone being crap. I think both teams are really good this year. So it's interesting. It's really interesting, and I think the first time in Glasgow there could be two teams that are fairly happy in the summer. 2 seconds. I am just recording. Right. 2:20. Sorry, that was an important message that I needed to reply. Right. So, for those of you just tuning in, guys, I'm going to go through the team lineups again. So, Joe Hart's in goal, Ralston, Carter, Vickers, Starfelt, and Taylor at the back. In the midfield is O'Reilly, McGregor and Turnbull, and up top is Jota, Kyogo, Furuhashi and Dazen Maeda. As for the hard side is Gordon in goal, Kingsley, Shibik, Moore, Atkinson at the back. In the midfield is Cochrane, Haring, and up top is Barry Mackay, Boyce, Canelli and Sims. These two teams have had a decent head-to-head record this year. Let's have a quick look. I think Celtic have got the better of Hearts, obviously, but I think some of the games have been fairly close. Like that one, the last time these two played, when Atate and Giakoumakis scored pretty early on. I remember Boyce scored and then missed the penalty, didn't he? Missed the penalty to make it 2-2. So that one was pretty tight in the last game. Then there was the 1-0 one in December where Celtic won 1-0. Furuhashi scored on the 33rd minute. And then there was the one in the League Cup, which was 3-2. I think Celtic went 2-0 up. They got it back. Oh, no, sorry. They went 3-0 up. Fucking hell, Edouard was playing then. Jesus Christ. Yeah, Edouard was playing then. And then July, obviously, Hearts beat Celtic 2-1. So, yeah, there's been pretty tight games over the years. But look, you fully expect Celtic to put on a show. Gallant Pioneer says, who cares about the league? It's all about Europe, Dan. Yes, man. It's my birthday. Happy birthday. Well, let's see. Let's see what happens here. Right, let's get this loaded up and ready to go for the game. Title celebrations could start. Not officially, though. Not officially for Celtic, but pretty much there with a win. Not officially. Just need 1 point at Tannadice next week. But, look, what a great campaign Celtic have had. A lot better than last year, anyway. Let's just get this up. Stream it. Katie Burner says, oh, I forgot about the league. Hearts are in a weird place. Scottish Cup final in a few weeks, but meaningless league games to be played first. You could say the same about a couple of teams. I think you could say the same about Rangers now as well, to be fair. They've got a couple meaningless games coming up. As I say, I don't see, even if Celtic were to lose today, the title's still theirs. They're gonna win the title. But I fully expect them to wrap it up today. Celtic Park is rocking. It's not very often you get the games on Sky, like the ones at Celtic Park and Ibrox and all that. Who else have we got in here, guys? Come on, guys, hit that like button. Let's get this up to try and get this up to 50 likes, guys. Come on, this is a big game today. Celtic 1880 says, listen, fair play to Rangers on getting to the Europa League final. Probably win it. I think it's good for Scottish football. We still won the league. Basically, can't be too bad, that. Fair play. I mean, it's everybody seems fairly happy, don't they? But obviously, look, it could be a good chance for the two Scottish teams to be in the Champions League. I think Matt O'Reilly got the Player of the Month award this year. So did Ange. Ange got his 4th one. For me, the league was over when Celtic won at Ibrox as Gallant Pioneer. I don't think so, mate. I would go even further than that. I think the league was over. The day I said the league was over, the day I said Celtic will win the league was when I think Celtic dropped points at Hibs, or did they drop points at Easter Road? I think they drew 1-1, wasn't it, or 0-0, whatever it was. I can't remember the score. But it was 0-0, I'm sure. And then Rangers had the chance to then capitalise on Celtic losing. We're 2-0 up at... Jesus, my washing machine's going. They were 2-0 up against 2-0 up against Motherwell at home, and then ended up sort of drawing that game. And from that day, I was like, it's over. There's so many times you can come back and give me a chance to come back into the title race, because that would have just been 1 point at that point. So from that day onwards, I just think that's it. It's done. BD tomorrow, but league's over. Dan, a double in Ange's first season. What an achievement. It's so few players in for next season with a full pre-season. Celtic will be a different animal next season, says Brian Morrison. You can't hear the washing machine. Good, that's good then. That's a good sign. Here's my question for the Celtic faithful in here, guys. Obviously, on the topic of European Europe and all the rest of it. As I say, I don't want to sit here and rub it into the Celtic fans, but what about Celtic next year with Europe? Do you think Celtic will go on and build upon? And do you reckon they'll do well in the Champions League next year? Do you reckon they're only going to put an end to that sort of hoodoo in Europe next season? Try and win a knockout title, just be a bit better. Do you know what I mean? Not get sort of pumped in the groups. You know, I know it's hard when you're playing against PSGs and Manchester Cities and all the rest of it, Bayern Munich's. But yeah, do you think Celtic are going to be a different animal next season in terms of Europe? Let me know down there in the live chat. Hearts getting us underway here. Sorry, they did get us underway about 40 seconds ago. They're moving forward. Hearts still a lot to play for this year. I've enjoyed watching Hearts so far this season. Even put a couple of their players into my team. Did I put a couple of players in, or did I put one player in? I put two players into my team of the year. I put Craig Gordon in, and then I put Craig Gordon and I put Barry Mackay into my team of the year. I thought Barry Mackay had a fantastic season, and so did Craig Gordon. Craig Gordon, really, really, really good campaign also. So yeah, Hearts on the up, I think. Here they come now, though. Hearts, as they come down that right-hand side, is Boyce. Boyce forward. Boyce looking to try and find a way through. Sims into the area. And this will be a decent warm-up game. I know it means nothing really for Hearts. They can't go any higher or any lower. But it's a good chance for them to test. They've got that Scottish Cup clash against Rangers in May that they will be looking to try and win. Hearts, you know, they've been very, very good at Hampden over the years. Maybe unlucky in certain occasions. Obviously, one of the clashes went to penalties against Celtic when they secured the quadruple. The quadruple treble. So yeah, Hearts, you know, you can say when you lose on penalties in a cup final, it is unlucky, isn't it? Sometimes, you know, penalties for me is 50-50. So look, this could be a good game for them to not mess around in, but try and beat Celtic, go toe to toe them, and get themselves warmed up for that game against Rangers. Let's have a little look in here, guys. Gallant Pioneer says if Rangers win the Europa, it's expected to trigger a 90 million windfall. Yeah, of course. In Andrew Trust, anything is possible, says Celtic 88. They got put out of all 3 European Cups this season, so not getting embarrassed next season will be a vast improvement for Celtic next season. Hearts started well here, by the way, coming down this left-hand side. Chance for them now as Barry Mackay goes forward, but just cleared it out of play. As I say, just a decent start by Hearts, really. I wouldn't be surprised if they create something here. Really, really good start by Heart of Midlothian. Cochrane now, down the left-hand side is Barry Mackay. Cochrane into the area. Chance of Boyce. Oh, it's an opportunity. It's Sims. Oh, it's in the back of the net. And Hearts have opened the lead here. I've literally just said a minute ago that Hearts had a real good opportunity of scoring. What a start by the Edinburgh side. And Hearts are taking the lead here at Celtic Park. And it's Hearts 1, Celtic 0. Such a simple ball in there. Boyce, Mackay, Celtic should be doing better closing them down. A lot better there from the defending perspective. Boyce with a lovely little lay-on and then puts it into the area there for Hearts. And Hearts take the lead, 3 minutes on the clock. Fair play to them. Oh, I mean, as I said at the start of this, I don't think, I did say right at the start, even if Hearts went on to lose this game, which I don't think they will. If Celtic go on to lose this game, which I don't think they will, even though they're 1-0 up, I still think the league's over. Look, Celtic have the chance then to go to the next game and win the title, right? So for me, I don't necessarily think it's a problem if Celtic lose this game. I still think the league title's theirs. Due to their superior goal difference. Maybe if Rangers had the higher goal difference, then maybe it could be a bit nippy bum time. But for me, Celtic will still win the title. Ball into the area now, but they need to find a response here against this good Hearts side. Here comes Dayton Maida. Maida forward into the area is Turnbull. Back down that left-hand side here again. Hearts pushing forward. Celtic forward yet again now. Over the top by Starfelt. Cleared away there by Hearts. And there's a free kick there for Celtic. Oh, in fact, offside there, Greg Taylor, that time. Hearts fans, how do you feel of your season so far? Skimmier says, Frankfurt versus Rangers, not exactly a glamour tie. No. Two traditional teams, I'll give you that one. Maybe not necessarily something where you look at in Europe and go, wow, this is a massive European final. But I said when the Europa League draw was given out, the last sort of round of 32 of the playoff, it had a Champions League feel to it. Dortmund, Barcelona, Sevilla always win this competition, by the way. Sevilla, AS Monaco, who's semi-final Champions League recent years. Leipzig, semi-final Champions League 2 years ago. Lyon. Trying to think all the other teams that were in there. But yeah, this had a real Champions League feel to it this year in the round of 32. And people may begrudge Rangers for what they've done or get up to there and say, oh, it's not a glamour time for Frankfurt for that matter. But there were some big teams. There were some really big teams in the knockout stages. They're out. There's not much you can do about that. They're out. They're gone. So, you know, if two teams get to the final that aren't necessarily glamorous, if you want to call it that, then who cares? Like, there were big teams in the competition. They just got knocked out. They just weren't good enough to get forward. So it is what it is. Here's Jota. Jota forward. Cleared away. Here comes Jota on the response. And Hearts are making this hard for Celtic. Just getting right into their faces. Celtic need to find a bit of a response. As I say, fans have come for a title party today. And this is what they want. Starfelt forward over the top here again. Carter Vickers. Not a glamour tie. It's a European final for good's sake. Both teams deserve to be there. Put out favourites. And mate, yeah, I look at Frankfurt's run, by the way. They're no mugs. People sort of calling them sort of an easy team. They beat Barcelona at the Camp Nou. They beat West Ham as well. West Ham are a good side. I mean, obviously 10 men and all the rest of it, but yeah. Here comes Celtic along this left-hand side now again, pushing forward. If Rangers win the Europa, which is the old UEFA Cup, they'll be promoted to the same level as Ipswich Town, who have won it once. Yeah, well, it's weirdly enough you say that, Skimmy. I went through the Europa League winners like last year. Last night, just to sort of keep myself up. Yeah, Ipswich Town, that was madness. I didn't know that they won it. And I think who else was in there? Oh yeah, it was Gothenburg, a Swedish team. They've won it twice. Ball forward there again now from Celtic. No response there. No one finding it. Celtic rattled here in the first 8 minutes against Heart of Midlothian. Gordon just playing out from the back here again now. As Gordon looks to come forward for Hearts. Coming against his old side, his boyhood club against his former side. Won a lot with Celtic. Maybe unfortunate. Here comes Starfelt again, pushing forward. Can Celtic find a response here at Celtic Park? Into the area. Now here comes Jota again. Hearts winning the ball back and going the other way now. Heart of Midlothian down that right-hand side. Is a chance for Hearts. Into the area. Oh, it's Sims again. Hearts in the ball. And that's Hart just collecting it there. But Sims causing problems to that Celtic defence here early on in this opening 10 minutes. Here's Ralston over the top. Ralston forward and again cleared away and back into Gordon. Celtic just can't find what's the right word? They just can't find a foot in this game right now. Hearts have started perfectly, in fact. But Celtic need to try and find the head, start stringing some passes together and get the sting out of this game a bit. Especially if they want to wrap up the title today. Here they come again. Oh, back over to Celtic again now is McGregor. Kyogo into the area and Hearts just clearing that one away. Here's a shout for you, by the way. I mean, if Hearts go on to win this game, I wonder what Sakala will be thinking before that, missing that goal, missing that chance to score the winner at Parkhead last week. That would have made things really, really, really tasty towards the last couple of games. Because how much would that have been? I know it's all playing with if, buts and maybes, but it would have been... Rangers would have closed it to 3, and then if they beat Dundee United tomorrow, then it would have been Celtic leading on goal difference. Still think Celtic would have had the upper hand going into them last 2 games because of the goal difference, but it would have just made it really, really tasty. But it's all if, buts and maybes. Here comes Hearts now down that right-hand side. Celtic looking to try, as I say, get a foot back into this match after conceding early. Sort of rattled, but here comes Days and Maeda now, pushing forward, looking for a chance here for Kyogo. And Cochrane clears this one away. Hearts, glorious Hearts. As Hearts will rip Celtic apart. 2-0 Hearts win. Hearts fans there. I mean, this is a good test. This is definitely a good test for Hearts. It's going to be a similar sort of atmosphere at... Actually, no, 50-50, isn't it? Hearts will get 50-50 at Hampden. Oh, it's Kyogo! Maeda. Pulled back into the area. Celtic to try and find one. And another big save there from Craig Gordon. On his return back to Celtic Park. Hearts now down that right-hand side. Here's Atkinson. Turnbull. McGregor. Cleared away again. Here's Hearts forward. Down that right-hand side yet again now. Harb and Lothian. Celtic back in possession now again. And themselves a throw in here, Celtic. Now moving forward. Here's Vickers. Vickers forward. Oh, Jota! And that's offside there that time. What are people saying here? Natural erections for dummy says, nah, Dan, if Rangers had won last week, Celtic would have come out today and smashed Hearts. I mean, yeah, true. I'm playing that game where you sort of do that if, buts and maybes and all the rest of it. Oh, 2 seconds. I've left my laptop charger. 2 seconds, 2 seconds. Yeah, back. Sorry, just plugging it in. That'd have been a close call. Shut up there, guys. I nearly lost my laptop there. The whole stream would have collapsed. Guys, nearly 200 people in here, troops. Come on, let's hit that like button. I don't care if you support Celtic, Hearts, Rangers, Dundee United for all I care, guys. Smash that like button. It helps the stream out. As I say, we're having a bit of fun. Celtic 0, Hearts 1. Celtic looking, as I say, Hearts started the game really, really well. Celtic just getting back into it now, sort of trying to find that foot as they come here again. Right, Dr. Knack says, so if Celtic win the league, they get Champions League. If Rangers win, they get Champions League, which would mean Hearts get Champions League qualifying. Hibs would get Scottish Cup spot. No, Dr. Knack, mate. Unfortunately, that doesn't happen. Basically, what will happen is Hearts will... So Rangers would go into the Europa League spot, which is a pot 1 place. And their Champions League qualifier will just go to somebody else. So Hearts will only get Europa League football. It's Kyogo. Hearts will just stay Europa League football, and no, Hibs won't get the European spot. So Hearts will stay where they are, and the Europa League spot's just a given spot. Then somebody else in the qualifying route will get the Rangers seeded place, and it will just move like that. But yeah, no, there won't be 7 teams in Europe. It'll be exactly the same, but it'll be Celtic in pot 4 of the Champions League if they're winners, and then it'll be Rangers in pot 1 if they win the Europa League, and then Hearts will just stay where they are. Unfortunately, I would love to see Hearts go into the Europa League just for money. I know it's fair. I would love to see Hearts go into the Champions League qualifier. That would be amazing. The Hearts in the Champions League. What the hell? I mean, that would imagine if they just fluked their way into up the 2 rounds and it'd probably change the club. You know, that money, it would change them. Why do Celtic fans want to be in the Champions League? It's like Elton wanting to go and cage fighting. Money, mate. Money. Money, eh? It's all about the money. Celtic along that left-hand side. Oh, ball forward. Hearts winning the ball back there again now. So say Celtic just need to be a bit careful where their pass is in the middle of the park. Hearts are sort of winning every single ball, which is slightly worrying if you're a Celtic fan. Celtic do regain possession now here again as they look to push forward. It's Callum McGregor. McGregor forward, back through to Vickers. Vickers over the top. Celtic, Ralston, all the way over that left-hand side here. Vickers forward. Hearts will get papped out by some unknown Slovenian team in the qualifiers, so the least amount of Scottish teams in Europe, the better. Mate, no, natural erection. They're going to the group stage no matter what. They go into the group stage of a competition. They will hopefully get into the Europa League groups. Here's Callum McGregor again. Ball forward now here again from Kyogo. Kyogo pushing forward is Starfelt. Ball down that right-hand side. Here comes Celtic again now. McGregor. O'Reilly. Starfelt. Be young. Yes, you're right to a certain extent. You are right to a certain extent, but you still need some decent players. There's Maeda! Oh, into the area. Oh, he's missed the opportunity there. Celtic, great chance there to take get an equaliser. Just needed that extra yard of pace to tap it into the back of the net. Just couldn't quite get it. Decent run by Maeda. Just couldn't get there. I can't see who that was. It might have been O'Reilly on the insurgents there. Just couldn't get it into the back of the net. And Hearts back in possession now here with another throw-in. Hearts don't play a channel going... Hearts don't play a qualifying round, so they go straight into the Europa League group stages. No, they don't, mate. They go into the Europa League playoff round. So if they win the Europa League playoff round, they'll go into the Europa League group stage. But if they lose, they'll go into the Europa Conference League group stage. So they are guaranteed a group stage football of some sort. Which one, we don't know. Hopefully they can win that Europa League playoff round because it means a lot more money for Hearts, which in turn makes the division better. Probably gets them some better players as well. And it obviously helps every other team out in the division if they can stick a run together in Europe. You know, Tynecastle's a hard place to go for those sort of teams. They just have to kind of like Walter Smith football it. Rangers of 2008, just bore teams together to death and just try and, you know, pick up coefficient points and get into the knockout rounds. Simple as that. Here comes McKay. Harry McKay forward, cleared away again there by Jota. Okay, so does anyone think they can get out of the group or even finish third? I mean, if they go into the Europa League group stage, why not finish third? I mean, you just got to be lucky and just get like a really crappy team that are in the group stage also that they can just finish above and then get into the knockout rounds. But we see like teams like Randers from Denmark get in there, and they're like a mid-table Danish team, and they got to the knockout rounds. Here come Hearts again now. Celtic on the insurgents, but again cleared away there by Hearts at the back. Just give Hearts Man United in their group. Harry Maguire won't be able to handle Jambo Ball. That's such a weird proposition. Hearts playing Man U. That'd be well cool. I'd love to see that. As I say, I do all the I do all the Scottish games, and for the Hearts fans in here, I'll be doing all the European games for Hearts next season. So I can't make the commitment on the league games because obviously they clash with Celtic and Rangers, but I'll definitely be doing the I'll be definitely be doing Hearts European games next season. That'll be quite good to watch. Ball forward again there for them. Maida making another run down that left hand side. Game ball. Does it just go out of play? No, he keeps it in there, Maida. No, he doesn't. He does go out. It's going to go out for a throw in here for Hearts. Celtic odds on going Conference League again. I don't think Celtic can go to the Conference League next year. They can't go to the Conference League. Celtic Champions League pretty much guaranteed unless, I mean, it would take up the biggest capitulation in world football for Celtic not to win the league from this position. Which, as I say, for the record, I do not think will happen. But yeah, for me, Celtic are guaranteed that Champions League football. So if they go out of the Champions League, finish third, they go into the Europa League. And if they go out, finish last, then they don't go into the conference. So Celtic won't be able to be competing at all in the Conference League next year. Natural reactions for dummies. Don't get me wrong, and folks in the chat, I hope they do well in Europe, but not exactly normal for Scottish teams to compete in Europe. Man, I'd love it. I'd even get behind Ross County. I'd love to see Ross County get to a group stage or something like that. It'd be amazing. It would honestly be amazing. Ball into the area now for Celtic. Is Maeda into the box, and Craig Gordon collects it again there for Hearts. No, so I think Skimmy was talking there just about the old UEFA Cup, and I was like looking through the winners last year because I just wanted to get a feel for who the winners were. And as he said, there's Ipswich Town there, but I also went down there, looked to the list of finals. Dundee United were in the final one year. Like, that's mental. They created their bit of history, won that round that they were supposed to have won, win that final, had a UEFA Cup under them. That'd have been bonkers. Dylan McCowan says it's not normal for Celtic to compete in Europe either. They've not won a knockout size in Europe. Yeah, but surely that's got to end at some point. It will end at some point, man. It can't go on forever, surely. Surely. It can't go on forever. Oh, mate, that's what I'm saying. This is what everyone. That's what I keep saying, mate. European, everybody, all the teams going into Europe. The more teams in Europe, the better the league. The more money that gets filtered down. Here comes Ganelli now down that right hand side for Hearts, and that's cleared away there again by Celtic as that's pushed forward. No, I was reading a little thing as well. I think so. Scotland, there's a coefficient are an 8th at the moment. If they can move to 6th, which it takes a lot because you'd obviously have to overtake Netherlands, and then you would take like 6th spot, who is Portugal. Right, Scotland would get 2 Champions League automatic spots, first and second. Third would get Champions League qualifiers. The cup winner would get automatic group stage football for the Europa League. And 4th and 5th would play in the Europa Conference League. So I was just saying that, like, if you finish within the top 6, basically, you're pretty much guaranteed European football. It's mental. Like, sometimes we see like Inverness win the cup or somebody like that. They would just go straight into the group stage of the Europa League, like just straight in. Hearts along that backside and back line again there. Sorry, here's Gordon. Gordon over the top. Boyce making a run for it. And getting cleared away. Here comes Maeda again, down the left-hand side. Celtic looking to try and find that equaliser. Ball into the area for Turnbull. Turnbull looking to try and find a way through. Hearts defending well, though. Comes back out to Ralston. Ralston along that right-hand side, back through to Turnbull again. Hearts in over the top. Can Jota find a way through here for Celtic? Here's Ralston again. And again, cleared away there by Hart Midlothian. Cochrane. And again, clears it away. John Alexander says Celtic getting stage fright. It's not the end of the world if Celtic lose this game. It's not the end of the world, but it's just... I mean, I don't think the Celtic fans would be nervous going into the last two games. Who have they got? Dundee United and... Who's on the last game of the season? Ross County. Have a look. Who it is, I don't know who. Celtic have got... Oh, Motherwell at home. I mean, Motherwell haven't won a game this year. I think they've won one match this year. So they'd only need to find 3 points or something like that. It's one of the games and they'll win. They just need to win one of their last games, pretty much. Celtic fans not happy there with Gordon. Forward there for Hearts. Boyce now wins it. Cleared away again there by Celtic. That's again cleared away there again. Celtic all draws and Rangers need to score 27 goals on the day. Yeah, no, no, that's what I'm saying. I don't think the title race is done. I think it's just a matter of clinching the points. As I said, unless Celtic lose their last two games, if they lose this and then lose their last two games, which won't happen. Oh, here's Kyogo, chance! Oh, good save again there from Gordon. Oh, I thought that was the moment there for Celtic to get the equaliser. Gordon with another big save. No, I haven't got Sky as such, mate, but I've got BT now. BT, I'm living it up. Would be funny to see them bottle this and lose all three. Impossible. Possible. Impossible, by the way. Can't see Celtic losing all three games. Hearts are a really good team. You know, I'll give Hearts that. Hearts are a really, really good team. But for me, Motherwell are ranked rotten. I mean, at home, you'd expect Celtic to beat Motherwell. Although they did take a point off Rangers after being 2-0 down. Here's a chance for O'Reilly. And again, defended well there. You just feel Hearts under the cosh now. Celtic going more on the ball. You just feel the goals coming for the home side. Here's Barry Mackay. Cleared away again there by Celtic. And Barry Mackay looked to try and go up the other way. Hart out to that right-hand side again now. Ball forward for Celtic. Chance for him now as Carter Vickers pushes forward. Here's Ralston. Ralston in over the top. Cleared by Atkinson. Ball forward again there for Hart Midlothian. Chance to go down that right-hand side now. Here again is Sims. Ball forward for Hearts. Hearts in over the top as they look to try and find a way through. Big switch play there from Hart Midlothian. Down the left-hand side, back through to Cochrane. Now here's Barry Mackay. Barry Mackay into Kingsley. Kingsley forward for Haring. Haring back through to Boyce. Boyce with a chance and again just tackled there by Celtic. I thought it would be 10 years old, Uncle Gilbert, is it not? If you're going by 2012 sort of thing. But yeah, no. Here comes Boyce now. Full forward down that right-hand side here again for Hearts. Hearts pushing forward is Sims. Sims back into the area. Hearts looking to try and find a way. And again, cleared away there by Celtic once again. Celtic looking like they're on the front foot. Here comes Kyogo. This could be the chance to get an equaliser. It is, and Celtic get the equaliser. It's Dazen Maeda. And you just felt over the last sort of 10 minutes, Celtic were taking control of this game. They have, and they are back onto title celebrations. Dazen Maeda scoring here on the 30th minute. A lovely break of play. Celtic down that right-hand side initially. Ball came forward. Maeda made the run, just losing anyone in there. No, Hearts had no chance at the back. And again, Jota, another run by him, another assist by him. And a lovely finish there by Dazen Maeda. And Celtic are three. The Celtic are back level in this game. Oft. Celtic back level here at Parkett. Celtic 1, Hearts 1. Van Bronckhorst was signed for somebody like Watford. Oh. Nah, there's no point going to a Watford, man. I never said anything, Falcon Hoof. I never said anything, buddy. Hearts now with a free kick. Ball back into the area again now. Hart Midlothian and headed away and cleared away there by Celtic. Ball forward there by McGregor. Oh, those games are kicked off as well at the bottom, guys. The Championship playoff. If you're interested, I'm not massively invested into the Championship. But when it comes to playoff season, I love the playoff season. I think Luton Town, with a win, they could go into the playoffs, which is bonkers if you've ever seen their stadium. It's like in a row of houses. It's mad. To think Cristiano Ronaldo could be playing there next season is mental. Kenworth Road, I think it's called. Here's Starfelt moving forward for Celtic. Celtic down that left-hand side. Here comes Maeda again. Chance for Celtic over the top. Back through to Maeda again. Now back through to Matt O'Reilly. Maeda again pushing forward. And again, Hearts just regaining possession. Wonder if Riley McGree wishing to sign for Celtic now that Middlesbrough didn't get promoted. Well, I think they can. That's what I'm saying. They're just outside the top six. So if either Sheffield United lose, which Sheffield United have a good chance of losing today. They're playing against Fulham, so they could lose. So yeah, and if they win their game, then they can sneak into the playoffs. It's pretty tight there it's pretty tight in terms of the playoffs at the moment down there in the Championship. Things like Middlesbrough could jump back in. Middlesbrough could jump in. Luton are in there as well. And Sheffield United, all three of those sort of teams playing for it. Ball forward again now. Here comes Sims. Sims down the left-hand side. Carter Vickers now. Hearts into the areas. Barry Mackay. Mackay into the box now for Hart Midlothian. And again cleared away there by Celtic. You have to face facts. Managers leave the Scottish Prem. Yeah, but not to Watford. That's Championship. Fair enough, like a Premier League team. Yeah, fair play, but not a Championship team. Watford are crap. Ball forward again now here for Celtic. Pushing forward yet again. Celtic down the left-hand side. Opportunity for them now. Ball into the area. Here comes Diogo Furuhashi. And again, cleared away there by Hearts. 10 minutes to go till half time here. Celtic 1, Hearts 1. Here's Boyce again. Boyce down that left-hand side. Back through to Barry Mackay. Mackay in over the top. Blocked there by Celtic. Regained by possession in Kyogo in a pretty good area. Here's Matt O'Reilly. Turnbull. Turnbull over the top. Celtic down that right-hand side again now. Ralston into the area and again sees that one go out of play there that time from Celtic. Next time Celtic are playing, guys, Dundee United versus Celtic Wednesday night. And depending on the result in this game, they can officially wrap up the title with a win. If things remain the same here, obviously, they'll have to win it. Dundee United if they got a draw in this game. Is it a Tannadice as well? Was it a Tannadice or it might be a Tannadice actually? Tannadice is a pretty hard place to go actually. Having said that. Celtic forward again. My washing machine's going crazy. Can you hear the washing machine or not? You could probably hear it in the background ever so slightly. Sorry. It should stop in a second. Riley McGree being a midfielder would have had no chance of getting a run in the Celtic because Celtic is packed full of top quality midfielders. No, not necessarily, mate. I think you were going to get Riley McGree over Matt O'Reilly. Oh, in the area. This is the chance. Is in. Did it cross? And Celtic have got the goal. Kyogo Furuhashi, 2-1. Not sure what happened there. It went slightly weird for a second, but Celtic take the lead. And the referee obviously looked at his watch to see if it went over with goal line technology. He got the alert on there. It was a bit of a debacle. Craig Gordon's going, there's absolutely no way. What have we seen here? I need to have a look at the replay. Isn't there goal line technology in Scotland? I can't remember. Ball came into the area. Yeah, did it cross the line? Celtic just put it into the danger area with Matt O'Reilly. Came off Kyogo. And Craig Gordon's adamant he got it off the line. Yeah, it's in, definitely all day long. It's in the back of the net. Celtic goal. All day long. I'm not sure if there is goal line technology here in the Scottish Premiership. That's in. Goal all day long. Over the line all day long. Hearts now, after taking the lead early on, are now at the end. Are now trailing as we approach half-time. My God, my washing machine's still bloody going, man. So loud. Ball forward again now. How will Hearts respond? It's been a cracking first half. I must give it to both of these two teams. Here's Boyce. Boyce into the area. Celtic are pretty much there. Nearly there. As things stand in terms of the title. They won't mathematically win it today, but they pretty much will win it today. If that makes any sense, because of the goal difference. Ball forward now for Hearts down the left-hand side. Is there goal line technology in Scotland? That would just make things easier. Then you can't complain with it. But it was in. For me, it was definitely in all day long. Ball forward again now from Celtic. Down that left-hand side. Chance for Celtic again. And now this is where Hearts need to try and keep themselves in the area. Oh, Celtic into the area again. Oh, and Celtic almost looking to try and make it 3 here before half-time. Craig Gordon having to make a save. Did. Yeah, well, I can't believe there's no goal line technology in Scotland. That's mental. I always thought there was, to be fair. But, yeah, definitely a goal. There's no complaints at all from that. I'm sure Craig Gordon was going on about. Celtic fans chanting, "We shall not be moved." Ralston down that right-hand side here again now. Ball into the area. Celtic looking for 3, and Hearts just clearing it away. Hearts probably for themselves just need to get to half-time and reevaluate. They started the game so well, taking the lead, but Celtic have just got the foot back into the match and look dominant. And then again, there's another chance, and Barry Mackay just clears that one away. Troops, if you haven't already, please do smash that like button. Let's try and get this to 60 likes before half-time. That would be amazing. And as I say, subscribe to the channel. So much happening over the Scottish Premiership over May. We've got Rangers versus Dundee. Sorry, Dundee. Was it Rangers versus Dundee United tomorrow? I think it's at Ibrox. We've got that one live on the channel. Then next week, obviously, Dundee United versus Celtic on the Wednesday, where Celtic would really officially win the league if they manage to get a point there at least, if things stay the way they are at the moment here at Celtic Park. But good decision by the referee in terms of the goal. VAR. Goal line technology has been in place in Premier League for ages, even before VAR. So I just assumed that we had it up in Scotland. Actually, I thought it was always there. I thought that was just a given these days. Goal line technology. It's bonkers, man. That's something I've learned today, mate. I've actually learned that today. That Scotland doesn't have goal line technology. How mental. Ball forward here again now for Hearts. Hearts down that right-hand side. All the way back over to the goalkeeper here with big Craig Gordon. Gordon down that left-hand side here again. Oh, here comes Barry Mackay. Got nobody up there, and I think the flag's actually gone up there on Barry Mackay. Skimmier says, will anyone ever win the Scottish title again apart from Celtic or Rangers? Well, maybe. Who knows? It just takes for them two to have an off-season and you get Hearts or something like that. But I don't know, man. I don't see it happening in the next few years. But I'm all for it. I'm all for someone else winning it, to be honest. You know, I think it's quite different. McGregor, Celtic in the control here at Celtic Park. Sheffield United 1-0 up against Fulham. So they look to try and book their place in the playoffs down there in England. Those of you that care. Here's Vickers again. Vickers forward. Vickers down that right-hand side. Sounds like just passing along their back line as they come forward yet again here. Ralston. Oh, Hearts defending that one pretty poorly. Comes out to Celtic now along that left-hand side here in front of the Green Brigade. Here's Turnbull. Turnbull forward over McGregor again. Cleared away. McGregor forward down that left-hand side. Taylor. Turnbull. Ralston. O'Reilly. Jota. Again cleared away there by Hearts. The son of Carr says, I personally think it's really exciting to have both sides of the old firm have a cracking seasons. No one can deny they're both excellent teams now. Rather than Celtic and Rangers in the English League, I'd like to see Cardiff and Swansea in the Scottish League. Cardiff would be the dominant team without shit. Oh, no, they wouldn't, mate. Behave. Behave, lad. Cardiff and Swansea. I think they would actually like up there, to be fair. Give them something. Approaching half-time. Hearts forward. Kingsley. All the way back over to the goalkeeper again. It's Gordon. Now here comes Barry Mackay. Here's Kyogo. Here's Haring. Giannelli. Giannelli down that right-hand side. Opportunity. Oh, good defending there by Carter Vickers. Had to be alert. Hearts were on the front. Here's Maeda. And again, just clears it down that right-hand side. At least Rangers fill their ground. Celtic Park is always a graveyard. How do their fans have the audacity to boast about their fans? Yeah, I don't know why there's empty seats, to be honest. I don't know. You'd have to... it's probably... Do you know what it is? I think it's the season ticket holders. So season ticket holders just not decided to show up to the game. So they've not been... The club have not been able to resell the tickets. But yeah, it does make it look a little bit crap, right? When people don't rock up. Especially for such a big clash as well. Here's Atkinson. Ball forward again now, Giannelli. Now into the area again. Celtic over to Jota at the end of stoppage time, and that will be that until half time. There we go, half time here at Celtic Park. It's Celtic 2, Hearts 1, and Celtic are currently nearly there in terms of the league title. So the season ticket holders are glory hunters. Maybe you could say it that way. Some people probably, might be abroad. They just kept it in their family. They can't go every week, and yeah, just come to the Old Firm games or something like that. I don't know. I mean, I'm just speaking for theirs. I remember speaking to a Hibs fan who was I was always saying, why is Hibs and Hearts always why is Hibs stadiums always empty, and Heart when they play against Hearts it's always a full house? It just says because the season ticket holders don't show up. But yeah, guys, half time. I'm gonna go grab a brew as always. I'll try and get you some halftime entertainment on. And then, yeah, gonna... Sorry, I'm just trying to sort something out for you guys. I know how much you want the halftime entertainment. Why is that not coming through properly? Ow, 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 ow. Right, I'll be back in a minute, guys. Finding life along the way, melodies we haven't played. No, I don't want no rest. Echoing around these walls, fighting to create a song. I don't wanna miss a beat. Shadow turns to sun rays, and on we'll go through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go.
in the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through for you, 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 let the light shine through. In the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through for you.
fans are back again, troops. Good to see you all. Sheffield United turn up against Fulham. Ooh, I don't want Sheffield United back up again. Right, they stung the place out last time. So yeah, I don't want them back up again. 2 seconds, we just get the tunes off. There we go. Happy days. Guys, can we get to 100 likes? Come on, if you haven't already, please do smash the old like button, subscribe. Let's have a little look through everything. Let's have a little look in here. Do you think the score will end the same? Three 0. By the way, 3-0. 3-0 Sheffield United. 2 seconds. Let me just go through these. Let me go through the Championship quick. Because, as I say, I don't really watch the Championship, but when it's like this sort of time, playoff, it's quite exciting. Let's have a little look, shall we? So, as things stand, Sheffield United have got a playoff place. They're 5th in the table. As things stand. Luton up as well. Luton still 0-0. Preston beating Middlesbrough. There you go. That's the problem there. Middlesbrough losing that game there against Preston North End. But for those of you that are interested in the sort of the race for the title, sort of the race for the playoff spaces, as things stand, it's Nottingham Forest, Huddersfield, Sheffield United, Luton, and Luton Town. I mean, Millwall, can they still get in there? Maybe. I'd love to see Millwall in the Prem. That'd be unbelievable. But out of those 4 teams, you're sort of looking at either Notts Forest or Luton. Last time Huddersfield stunk the place out, and so did Sheffield United. So you don't want those two teams in there. I'd go for Luton. Nottingham Forest final would be a belter. Coventry 1-0 against Stoke. Yeah, that's quite good, that, actually. Yeah, all to play for in the Championship. Let's have a little look what else games are going on as things stand. No, that's it. Premier League starts at about 3 o'clock. And Liverpool versus Man United as well. Happy days. Right, let's get the game back on. Let's head back to Celtic Park. Celtic versus Hearts. Celtic 45 minutes away from pretty much wrapping up the league title if they can keep this win. But Hearts did have a very, very good start to the first half. Could they have a very good start to the second half and peg a goal back? Well, we'll soon find out. Sheffield United are a proper Premier League team. Luton aren't. Well, Luton were a first division team back in the day. Sheffield United are they're just the same. You know, these teams come up and stink the place out. Fulham, they stink the place out all the time, every year. Norwich always do. I don't want to see Norwich constantly coming back up. They're crap. And if you want to have a bit of fun, I made a video right at the start of the season about Norwich and why Billy Gilmore should have went to Rangers over Norwich, and I got abused by Norwich fans. They're saying, yeah, we're going to stay up this year. This year's different. And do you know what they're saying about Rangers? Yeah, he might play a bit of European football, but he won't get to a final or anything like that. Look at that now, though. Ronan Bell, good to see you, lad. Union Jazz says, see if we win the Europe, we will win every trophy next season. I mean, Europa's... I think Barry Ferguson, the other day, actually, Barry Ferguson chats so much crap. So I think Barry Ferguson said on that Go Radio show that I think Rangers were in the semi-finals of the Europa League. And he said, what would you rather win at this moment in time? Would you rather win the league or would you rather win the Europa League? And he goes, nah, the league. It's your bread and butter. Or whatever. He was like, yeah, no, the league is the main priority. I was like, what, over a Europa League final? And he was like, yeah, you need to win the league. I'd rather win the league than the Europa League title. I'm like, mate, you're chatting pure. One, I knew he was chatting absolute rubbish because there's a clip of when he gets to the final in Manchester. He says, this is the best moment of my life or best moment of my career. And he'd already won countless Scottish Premiership titles at that point. So him saying winning the Scottish Premiership over the Europa League, he's just chatting absolute shit, to put it somewhat politely. Let's have a little look down here, guys. Madapa. Definitely Gilmore should have come back for a little while. And here we go, guys. Second half is getting us underway. Celtic to get us started. Celtic going from right to left. Hearts going from left to right. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Celtic get us underway, as I say, for the second half here at Celtic Park. 45 minutes away. Nah, I don't think so, man. I think he actually meant it. I think he actually meant they'd rather win the Scottish League than the Europa League, man. He's a legend. He's a Rangers legend, but I think he was just chatting absolute shit. I mean, maybe for the older generation of fans, people would say, "Oh, yeah, winning the Premiership title was more impressive than winning the European competition." But nah, man, I don't think so. Not in this day and age, especially with money. I think winning not the Conference League, no, because you don't get Champions League out of it. But winning a European trophy is like once in a generational thing, you know? It doesn't happen very often. Here comes Boyce down the left-hand side here for Hearts. And Carter Vickers just tackles them and then clears it away. Don't call me names. Ball forward again now here for Heart and Midlothian pushing forward as they look to try and find an equaliser after such an impressive first half. Oh, start to the first half. I don't ever understand teams. We seen this with Villarreal the other night there. They were playing against Liverpool and they did the hard work getting the game back to 2-0. And then just completely changed their game plan in the first half. I've never seen Liverpool look so out of place in a first half all season. Why didn't they just stick to what they were doing? Like, you know, stop going super defensively. They should have just tried it, but mental. Ball forward into the area again now for Hearts. Same with Ajax back in the Champions League semi-final back in the day and all the rest of it. And yeah, why don't teams just stick to the game plan throughout the whole game that's working for them instead of just trying to play it safe? Ball forward here again now for Hard Midlothian. It's Atkinson, cleared away there by Dazen Maeda and forces a throw in there from Hearts in their own half. Pushing forward again now. Here's Ganelli again. Sims, cleared away there by Celtic again. Ball forward there from Hart. Out to the left-hand side here again. And there's the opportunity. Celtic forward yet again. Vickers. Down that right-hand side here again now for Heart of Midlothian as they clear the ball away yet again. Celtic here for O'Reilly. McGregor. McGregor into the area. Turnbull. One of the Hearts defenders slips there. A chance for Celtic again, but cleared away again. Here comes Celtic with Starfelt. Back over to Hart. Hart along that left-hand side now as Celtic drive forward yet again. Fulham getting absolute pum rotten. 3-0. They're still partying because they won the league, Aiden, I think. They won the league recently, so. Yeah, I agree, Age Star Appin. As I said, we've seen it with, here comes Celtic now again. Celtic are really on the front foot. But we've seen in that first 15 minutes, Celtic were so rattled. And Hearts had played a really, really good game. But sort of just like sat off, and that's what Celtic want. Celtic want you to have a lot of the ball. And Hearts, yeah, just making a bit of an arse for it, I think. Here's McGregor again. Pushed over the top. Oh, Kyogo. Oh, and Kyogo almost trying to get that third goal there. 5 minutes played in the second half, and it's 2-1 Celtic still. Peter Haring, 9th yellow card of the season. Huddersfield 1-0 up against Bristol City. There you go. Didn't want them to go up, man. They stink the place out as well, Huddersfield. Dog crap. So for me, it's Luton or Nottingham Forest that I want to go up in the Championship this year. No chance do I want them going up. Because you already got the same old. Fulham, Bournemouth, yay. Fulham, fucking hell. They're up and down. They're literally the epitome of a yo-yo. Guarantee, put your money on it this year that Norwich are going to go win the league next year as well. Such a crappy league. Like the playoff spots are good, but the league in terms of it's just the same clubs every day. Ball forward here again for Days and Maeda. Maeda forward. Now back up to Matt O'Reilly. Turnbull. To the area and again cleared away there by Hart Midlothian. Jota. Good little turnaround there again. Celtic looking to try and kill this game off here now. As Craig Gordon collects the ball there again. See you, Jerry. Hope you're well. Ball forward again there for Heart of Midlothian. You say Derby, yeah, maybe in the 80s, but I don't really think of them as a Prem club. They stunk the place out when they came up as well. Forest would be good. I think Forest would be good to go up. If I'm thinking of just the Premier League's quality, I'd say Forest, but just for the sheer humour, I'd love Luton to go up. That'd be hilarious. They were in the National League like 4 or 5, 6 years ago, were they not? That's like a decent rise. I don't think anyone's ever done that in this since the National League was a thing. Here's Days and Maeda. Well, in a decade anyway. Ball into the area. It's like the story of Rangers in a way. All the way down to the bottom and then into the Premier League. That'd be a remarkable achievement. Are you kidding? The Championship is more competitive than the Scottish Prem. Yeah, I know, but I mean, it's just in terms of getting promoted, it's just a bit boring. It's the same 2 teams every year. Like, well, it's always Fulham. I guarantee you put money on it now, it'll be Norwich next year. Celtic into the area. Chance! Oh, get off the eye. That time from Hearts. Ball back forward again, and Hearts booting that one away there as Celtic look to eye up number 3. But again, yeah, Celtic are hungry. Hearts are in trouble. They really are. They started so well in that first half. But yeah, they've done... Celtic are just dominant throughout this game. I can't see any other way this game's going to go unless Hearts can try and play the way they were doing right at the start. Haring. History Highness says Rangers will enhance their 10-year run with no cup wins by losing 2 finals in a few days. Painful. Well, if Rangers lose that Europa League final, it is fairly dangerous, you know, trying to pick yourself up after that and trying to go again for the cup. But I think they did it in 2008. Did the Rangers not win against like Gretna or something like that in 2008 cup final? After Manchester, they had to come back and play a Scottish Cup final, I'm sure. Here's Kyogo again, cleared away there by Hearts yet again. Ball forward. Haring. Oh, okay. Sorry, John. I've got it wrong. Who did they play in '08 then? Although they even in the final. Or am I getting my dates? Am I getting my dates wrong here? Celtic won the league in '08. I think Celtic won the League Cup as well. I think Rangers win the Scottish Cup. But no, let's have a little look at this quickly. James Forrest, see him on the bench. There you go, Celtic fans. What do you think is going to happen with James Forrest this year? Is he going to? Is this his last season, or is he done for at Celtic? I don't think he's good enough anymore. To be perfectly honest with you, like to be honest. Scottish Cup 2008. Let's have a little look. Yeah, it was Queen of the South. Sorry, it was Queen of the South that he beat. So yeah, after Manchester, they had to come back, contest that, and then sort of play. So it could be the same thing. I think Hearts would be buzzing. I think what Hearts will want Rangers to go win the. I think Hearts will want Rangers to go win the Europa League, but after extra time and after penalties, and then play them 3 days later. And no, I think that's their best possible scenario. James Forrest is done. Jerry Boy says James is off. He'll be off as a super sub. Kingsley there again, cleared away. Celtic forward yet again. So Hearts now on the ball. As we approach the hour mark here. Celtic 2, Hearts 1. Celtic in control of proceedings as things stand. Nearly there in terms of the league title. Unless Hearts can put on another show that they did right at the start of the season. Here's Barry Mackay. Would you not take him at Hearts, John? Would you not take him at Hearts? I mean, how long has James Forrest got on his contract? Has he still got a couple more years left on there, or what? So I can't see a club paying lots of money for him. I can't see Celtic letting him go for less than a considerable amount, considering I think he was linked with Leicester, with Brendan Rodgers a couple of years ago for 20 odd million. But Forrest Forrest. I think Forrest's been at Celtic all his days. I don't think he's ever played to another club. So, yeah, I am skimmy. I am going out. I'm going to be going out, documenting for content, of course, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, I'll be in Marbella for a couple of nights. My brother just bailed on me, so to be fair, I've actually got a ticket. If someone wants to get in touch with me, what I'm doing is probably going down to Marbella for a couple of nights, flying into Malaga, staying in Marbella for a couple of nights, and then I've rented a car from Marbella, going to drive into Seville, park the car somewhere in the city, hopefully it doesn't get bloody trampled on, watch the game and then drive back to Marbella the next morning, and then fly out from Malaga back home. There you go. There'll be plenty of content coming out on the channel for that, guys. As I say, it's a big occasion, pure Scottish football. You know what I mean? I've got to go out there and document. Forrest gets too many injuries. I mean, but when you're at 30, 31, the age he is, you know, does he want to stay as a one-club man? Nah, he'll probably want to go out and play football. Does his brother play for someone? Look, brother plays for Livingston or something like that, doesn't he? Oh, there's a chance for Celtic off the post. Oh, that would have killed the game off well and proper there. But he just hits the post and that's cleared away again. Hearts forward now from Herring. Aim starting to open up ever so slightly now as we approach the hour mark. Here comes Sims again down that left-hand side. Mate, yeah, the plan is I'm getting pissed up. Nah, I'm probably not getting pissed up anymore, but, you know, Marbella will be a good couple of nights, sun, and get top the tan up, ready to go. Mate, to be fair, if there is any Jazz fans that are wanting to make the trip, contact me. Message me on Instagram, B Young, Dan PWD. I'll stick it in there and I'll sort it out after the game. As I said, I tried sorting it out for my brother. Yeah, I tried sorting out for my brother, but he's bailed. Basically, he can't get time off work. So what I was going to do is, I was going to give you advice tomorrow. Some of the Rangers fans that are travelling out, but I know it's so expensive. But this is the way I've managed to make it so it's £250 for the whole trip. And the way I've done it is booked a flight, obviously travelling to London, going from Gatwick to Malaga on the Monday, staying 2 nights in Marbella, which the hotel was £20 each for the thing, right? And then stay a couple nights in Marbella. Then on the morning of the final, drive from Marbella to Seville, which I rented a car. So this was the brainwave I had for it. Rent the car for 48 hours, which is £80. I think it rises to about 120 quid with the insurance. And then drive to Seville, which is about 2 hours away. As I say, park the car somewhere in Seville away from all the crowds. Try and find something, I don't know, Strud. Anyway, just try and get rid of the car, right? And then venture in by midday into Seville, and then you're there for the whole day. And then get back into the car. If you're going to crash, you need some sleep, crash in the car. And then wake up the next morning and then drive out of Seville. But that's how you can do a lot cheaper if you're a Rangers fan and want to make it work. As I said, I've for everything, 250 quid. For flights, rental car, and the nights in the hotel, 250 quid. It's pretty cheap considering the amount of people maybe having to pay £250, £300 for one night in a hotel. Hearts now with another delivery here for the corner kick. Ball into the box and again cleared away there by Celtic. I just put it in, Dan PWD, Dan PWD. But, that's a way for... So I know I was probably going to tell people on the next stream on Thingy, but it makes it cheaper anyway. Jared Boyer says you'll be pissed you'll get... Mate, I'm going there for content. I'm going to be making a lot of content out in there. So I'm going to be staying sober. I'll be staying sober, man. As I said, it'll be good. You don't drive a Yamaha R1, you ride it. It's a Fiat 500, mate, to be perfectly honest with you. I think it is about free. Yeah. Hearts now having a bit of the ball now as the ball comes back into the area. Here's another chance for Hartman Lovian and blocked there by Celtic. When it comes to trip planning, guys, always think outside the box. Celtic fans, maybe next year, Celtic might get to the Europa final. So, do you know what I mean? It's the way of just planning it out so it's cheap for yourself. Celtic are going to make 3 changes now. Rio Atate, Lila Barda's going to be coming on. David Turnbull's ran his race. It's weird that David Turnbull's such a key player. I don't even see him as a key midfielder now for Celtic, to be fair. You'd probably let him go as well. Turnbull, Forrest, these sort of players. They're, Yakimakis is coming on, Abada's coming on, and so is Atate. Turnbull made, and Furuhashi finished. Yeah, maybe. Kyogo. Did Kyogo claim that second goal? What did it go down as? Did it go as a Kyogo goal? Don't even see. The son of Car says, see you there, Dan. Yeah, look, I think it's going to be, there's about 100,000 people going there, I think. A couple of 100,000. How many did Celtic bring to Seville? Someone let me know down there in the live chat. How many did Celtic bring? Celtic would have played in a better time period. I think. Did you have half? I'm sure Celtic had half the stadium. The way the corporate crap is now with with UEFA. I think only 9,000 are going to each fans. What do you think of Frankfurt and Rangers? Not just Frankfurt, but not just Rangers, by the way. But the Frankfurt supporters are unbelievable. There are 30,000 brought to Barcelona, so it's mental. It's mental. We went to Seville for 3 days, and it was the best time of my life. Cracking city. Shame Rangers fans will destroy it like Manchester. Kingsley and Boyson there again, and that's cleared away. Yeah, 9,400 is bonkers, man. Bonkers. Cheers. Yeah, nah, it's the way the UEFA is. It's so corrupt now. Even the Champions League final, like Madrid and Liverpool fans especially bring a lot of fans to as well. They can't think it. Feyenoord and Roma. Feyenoord and Roma, again, they would bring loads of fans to their Conference League final. Ball forward, it's a Tate, and he just defends it well. Hearts Larkin looking to have a bit more of the ball now as they look to try and find a response here at Celtic Park. 25 minutes to play. Celtic 2, Heart of Midlothian 1. The movement of a body of man is mental. But yeah, for those of you wondering how much my flight was, 140 for the return, Monday to the Friday. I mean, it's just got to plan it. You got to plan your trip, man. You just got to plan your trip. You can make it work. I know there's a lot of people that are saying that they ain't got the money, but you can make it work if you think outside the box. No, don't just fly into... People will be like, right, let's go from Thingy to Seville, straight into Seville. Right, stay at the hotels. Mate, hotels are about 500 odd quid for a night. Like 2-star hotels and that. They just stuck the prices right up. And the thing is... Here's Ganelli. Ball forward. Oh, there's a chance. Oh, Hearts into the area again. Celtic cleared it. Now here comes Lee Labada down that right-hand side. Abada there with some skill. Decent skill that as well. Willie Stroke. I think I fell for that one twice now. That's actually quite a good one. What does it say? He said 80 was the official number, but I think there was nearly 150,000 more. It's bonkers. But it's different this time around, you know. It's a different era now, you know. Here comes Boyd. Boyd forward for Heart of Midlothian. Boyd there, just clipped it there again by Celtic. And he's gone down. Referee's played on. It's not the trip price down. It's oh yeah, shit, Monday to Friday as well. Yeah, no, I get you. I completely forget about that sometimes. Celtic back in the area, and they're going to go. Number 3 is a chance. Oh, it's in! It's in the back of the net, and that surely is game over for Celtic, and the title should be wrapped up after Matt O'Reilly scores Celtic's third, and that's it. Game done and dusted. Celtic will be champions, pretty much, nearly, almost there. One more game to go, and they will be champions of Scotland for the 52nd time. In the club's history. Actually, bloody hell, catching up with Rangers there, by the way. Crap, I didn't realise that. 52. My goodness. 52. Wow. Gee, 3 more years Celtic could have more than the same as Rangers. Wow, I didn't think about that. That's mad. Fair play. Me and you, the animal, says Yas. Someone earlier went for who and they scored easy time. Sandra says to a decent Celtic fans, congratulations. The game finished it. Celtic, as I said, they wanted to put on a party. And they are putting on a party. Unless Aberdeen can win it next year, Dan. Maybe. I don't think Aberdeen will win it. I think need some investors into the league, really. But if the league keeps going up the coefficient, it might even be a bit more lucrative than buying a PSG and buying. Like, why doesn't a Saudi? Why doesn't a Qatari billionaire buy some Scottish team? Make the bag. Mate, there was people sleeping in the streets and everything. It was nuts. Now I can see a lot of people sleeping in the streets out there. I mean, it's just one night. You're going to be drinking a lot, aren't you? So that's going to be brutal. Getting drinks everywhere. About 150,000 people there, and it's not even that though. It's not even that. It's not even the Rangers fans. It's the Frankfurt fans. They're freaking bonkers, man, as well. Mate, they brought 30,000 to Barcelona just for their game, and they took Barcelona season tickets. I think they're dangerous as well, the Frankfurt fans. They're a bit rowdy bunch, I think. I don't think that's going to be a good match. Although West Ham and Rangers would have been a bonkers game as well, because England be Britain, Battle of Britain. But I don't know. German fans usually are quite peaceful, but I think Frankfurt are like really like a dodgy, not dodgy, but I think they've got some mad hooligans as fans. From the ICF proper, there will be at least 10,000 Chelsea in Seville. Ball forward there again in Hatate there. Brings down Canelli. Celtic doing the huddle there. Saying so close. 1 point pretty much away from winning league title number 52. Back at Parkhead. After taking a year away from the blue side of Glasgow. Unless Hearts can pull off a ultimate comeback here. Stephen Kingsley over a free kick. Oh, that was not a bad free kick, by the way, there from Stephen Kingsley. Good opportunity. Good free kick. Hart. Ooh, unlucky there. I think Hart may have got to it, but it was a good free kick. I think Luton are 1-0 up. Yeah, Luton are 1-0 up. Mate, we actually might see Luton Town in the Premiership next year. Mental. Mental as that. Luton Town. 15 minutes to go here, ladies and gentlemen. Celtic 3, Hearts 1. After a fairly iffy start from Celtic, they have overturned it into their favour. As Hearts look to come forward again and maybe get a goal back. Imagine spending your time on YouTube repeatedly saying nonsense about a football team. Go outside, lad. Get some fresh air. Feel the grass. I love going outside, mate. I'm always outside. Matt O'Reilly. Celtic Park has really erupted. So I can see Celtic Park from my room, my spare bedroom. I can see it from like outside. I can see the stadium. It's probably about 2 miles away, but I can kind of just, see it. Pretty decent view, to be fair. That's right, you can see the whole thing. I had to go down to Parkhead the other day for a had to go for a appointment, and yeah, I drove down there. That was the first time I've ever sort of seen Celtic Park before, going down the road and stuff like that. Sims is getting changed. Last 15 minutes, Gary Mackay-Stevens, an ex-Celtic player, is going to be substituted on here as he looks to try and stop Celtic's title by his former side. Me, you and the animal says hurting Rangers fans, deflecting the fact they lost the title to a team in rebuild. No, but this is the thing. I think we were having this conversation earlier. If Rangers and Celtic both into Champions League next year, it's going to be a cracking season next season. I know I said this at the start of this year, and it has been a good season. It's been a good season this year, but I think next season is going to be even bigger and better, especially if the two get Champions League football. Might just see a bit of a money war going along, like who's going to spend some the bag and get some decent players in. But yeah, next year, if they're both in the Champions League groups, both competing for the title, it'll be a tasty season, really good. Hearts in the European football as well. I mean, this is the hard-to-find Hearts season. They've got one last big game. Their last couple of games are pretty meaningless, if we're being honest. But look, yeah, they've had a good season. This isn't going to define their season here. Celtic almost there. They need a point. They need a point after this, and that's it. Dundee United. And even that, if Celtic shit the bed and lose their last two games, which won't happen, they'll still win the title on goal difference, really. So yeah, game's pretty much done. The league is done. Ange sacked by Christmas, they said. No, Ange is a very I'm saying a weird response from actually Rangers fans themselves, but Ange is actually quite a say if you I don't know if you're a Rangers fan or a Hearts fan or whatever, it's hard to dislike Ange as a guy. He's a he's a gentleman. He's a really nice guy, and I know like I've heard a lot of Rangers fans. You know, some people might say whatever because of the rivalry, but he's a good footballing guy, you know, and it's hard not to. I think if you are a Rangers fan, it's hard not to not like him. I think he's just a decent bloke, really. That's what I'm trying to say. He's not like a Neil Lennon. Neil Lennon was like a bit of a scummy bloke, do you know what I mean? But Ange Postecoglou is a really nice guy, like gentleman. It's hard not to it's hard not to like him. Here comes Celtic again now if they want another fourth goal. Down this left-hand side, surely Jota! And there we go! Celtic have got their fourth. It's Jota and Celtic. As I say, the score wasn't in doubt. In fact, it's offside, I think. Flag's gone up there for Jota. He thought he got the party started. But he didn't realise he was offside there, Jota. Playing down the left-hand side. Yeah, the linesman's got it right. Pretty tight, but Jota, yeah, offside, but he didn't know. 10 minutes left to go. It was quite tight, but good decision by the referee. Yeah, linesman, sorry. Down that right-hand side now for Heart of Midlothian. Here's Haring. Here's the Tate. Now here for Jota again. Here's a chance. Celtic forward. And the flag finally goes up there. It became so open. Hearts defenders are always up the top, but leaving the offside trap there, just catching Celtic players out. Lillibada there with a good chance to kill it off as well, but he caught offside. Here's McGregor. Forrest is going to be coming on in a minute. I think this is his 10th league title, if I'm honest with you. James Forrest, I think it's 10th league title. Some numbers that. Still 30 as well. Rogic probably won about 10 trophies as well. I mean, this would be his 10th title this year as well, wouldn't it? Bonkers. Ball forward here again now for Giannelli. Giannelli down that left-hand side. Chance into the area again, and that's just cleared away. Well, be honest, who expected Celtic to win the league at the start of the year when they did play against Hearts? Fair enough, you know, very, very good. No, okay, maybe that was a right. No, it's not like I meant scummy, as in like he's not very. He's not like Ange. He was very. I don't know. I don't know how to describe it, but he was a disliked figure, even amongst the Celtic support. Like it was just a bit. He just wasn't. I don't know. It's up to you. It's up to you to make that decision. But yeah, Ange is a decent bloke, I think. Chat's being quite laggy. Sorry, troops. Here comes Celtic again now on this counter-attack. Ball forward again now for Atate. Down that right-hand side. Pushed forward outside the box again. And Hearts just closed Celtic down once again. Here's Atate again. And cleared away there by Heart of Midlothian. Guys, my chat's being laggy. Sorry, I'm not ignoring anyone. I can't load up the chat for some reason. So, don't know. Not sure what's happened there, but Hearts on the ball now as we approach the last sort of 8 minutes here at Parkhead. Stop that, Celtic. Atkinson down that left-hand side. Here's Cochrane. Cochrane forward, back through to Hearts again now. Kingsley. Kingsley pushing forward. Into the area there again from Atkinson. Atkinson again. Uncle Gilbert says if Rangers had managed to hang on to Gerrard, they might have won the title. But under Van Bronckhorst, they've been woeful. No, I disagree with that. I think, yeah, maybe actually they might have won the league, but what would you rather? Would you rather the Europa League or the league? I don't think Gerrard would have took Rangers to the Europa League final. Tactically, he's not as good as Gio in terms of that. Gio has to take a lot of credit, especially for Leipzig and Dortmund, of the way they beat them. I don't think Gerrard would have got them over the line for the final. So yes, Gerrard may have won the league, but I think the Europa League is more important. I think the Europa League is a bigger achievement personally. Here's Atkinson down the left-hand side here again. Cleared away. Ball over the top yet again now here for Celtic. Ralston. Celtic still hungry for a fourth. Ball forward again now for Celtic, pushing forward. Yeah, I think so, Dr. Nax. I think so. Sheffield United, by the way, about to pump Fulham. Sheffield United 4-0 up. Literally pumping the English Championship champions. No, it's not true, me and you, the animal. Both Rangers and Celtic will go into the group stages if Rangers win. Celtic will still be in the Champions League group stages as well. It doesn't matter. Ball forward here again now down that right-hand side. Mackay. That's cleared away there again by Hart. Ball over the top here again now for Celtic. Ball forward now. Celtic along that left-hand side, just outside the box now. Here's Hatate! And that's just wide at the post there from the Japanese international. Just wide at the post. Guys, if you want the t-shirts, purescottishfootball.com. You can get one there, help support the channel. Here's Mackay again. Back along that left-hand side. Hartson over the top now. Ball over the top here for Cochrane. Woodburn into the box. And again, Joe Hart's there to collect that one. Matt O'Reilly. Taylor. Taylor running down that left-hand side and again cleared away there by Hearts. Troops nearly there at the 100 like mark. Guys, if you can do us a massive favour, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new. The next Celtic game we got live on the channel is Wednesday, Dundee United versus Celtic. And tomorrow we're back live for Rangers versus Dundee United. So 2 Dundee United games coming up. And Celtic can officially win the title on Wednesday night. So there'll be a big one there for Celtic fans. And the coronation will, of course, come against Motherwell. Rangers, I'm not sure how they're going to play their cards. I'm sure maybe a strong team, but they need to keep going for that final in a week or so time. Just over a week, under a week and a half, whatever it is. So, mental. All over the top here again now for Celtic. Pushing it over the other side. Here's Vickers. Celtic forward. Ralston there. Getting cleared away there by Howering. There's a free kick. Tate getting into the book for that one. Aaron Mackay comes off for the last minute or so. So we're pretty much done with this game, troops. Murray Thomas coming on. I think he's getting a debut, is he, for Hearts? 18 years old. Good to see from Hearts there in this game. Haring over the top. Cleared by Hatate. And that goes back out of play there again. Maybe, Brian, maybe. Here's Forrest. Into the area. Chance for a Tate. Oh, good save by Gordon. Again, just on the fault. Can Celtic get that fourth goal? Oh, it's in, it's in. It's done and dusted. Celtic 4, Hearts 1. And it's Giakoumakis who gets a goal for Celtic. Celtic has certainly put on a show for their supporters, as they are pretty much league champions. Can't say champions just yet, but I'm sure on Wednesday you can. But Celtic 4, Hearts 1, and the league is pretty much there. There's pretty much done. Not mathematically, though. But it's nearly done. Decent by James Forrest. We were just speaking about James Forrest's future. It was pretty decent bit of play by him. Here's Giakoumakis now again, maybe to make it 5. Oh, another save there by Gordon. Started so brightly for Hearts this game, but Celtic have really turned on and put on a show here. "52 league championships from Celtic. Catching up with Rangers there with those titles. A minute to go left here. Celtic 4, Hearts 1. It's been a good day at the office for Celtic. Leila Barda's hit the deck. We dislocated shoulder there maybe by Leila Barda. Catching up, says Stuart Davidson. Celtic fans know that they're pretty much there. You can hear the eruption here at Celtic Park as this whistle's about to go. And that's it done. Celtic are there. Not mathematically officially, but they are there. Champions of Scotland. There you go. Congratulations to Celtic. It's been a good season from them. It really has. I didn't see this happening at the start of the campaign. I must admit, I really didn't see it happening. But look, they've been very, very impressive since the month of October, and yeah, just won all their games. I think unbeaten in the league since then. A couple of draws along the way. Did go for an injury crisis of their own. So yeah, congratulations to Celtic. Deserved winners of the league, pretty much. Nearly there. Point there to go, right? But guys, we will see Celtic maybe officially be crowned champions on Wednesday. Thank you for tuning in, guys. Please do tune in for Rangers versus Dundee United tomorrow. And I'll see you all next time. Take care. Look after yourselves.